Hello. Hey guys. I want to start off by saying thank you um, to you guys for your support. It's been incredible, this journey that you all have been on with me for the past year. I couldn't have asked for a better vlog, so thank you so much. We just, I think, broke 900 followers, which blows my mind, honestly. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. But really, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of my backstory so you can know a little bit about me and why I do the things that I do. My dad, he's raised birds all my life growing up. He's raised birds. He's been, some form of bird, cockatiels, budgies, lovebirds, pigeons, cockatoos. I mean, you name it. We've had it. From chickens to ducks to non-feathered things, rabbits. He has always been a huge animal lover, so I'm pretty sure I get a lot of that from him. But I was at a bird show. This was many years ago here in Columbia, South Carolina. They don't do these bird shows here anymore, so I was probably a young teenager when I saw my very first parrotlet. And I said to my dad, I was like, oh my gosh, if I ever raise birds, Dad, I want to raise parrotlets. Now, of course, I was young, not even old enough to buy my own parrotlet. So, ironically, parrotlets are one bird that my dad has never raised, which is crazy because I think, he's had every color finch, you name it, but not parrotlets. So, I decided a little over a year ago that I wanted to give it a shot, and was able to find a couple of breeders that were, I guess I should say, willing to take a chance on someone who wasn't fully experienced when it comes to breeding parrotlets. And you don't find a lot of people that are willing to do that. So to them, obviously, I will be forever grateful. But yeah, so it started with a pair, and and then it started with Junie. He was my very first baby son. This isn't about your under fluffies. He was my very first baby. That clutch had only one baby hatch, and I was so disappointed. I remember being so disappointed. I was like, oh man. But the one baby was Junie, and it actually turned out to be perfect because talk about easing into it. I had one baby to put all of my time and attention into. And I don't think, his little feet barely ever touched wood shavings, okay? Because, he would ride around in my bra. I would feed him and stick him in my sports bra because, it keeps him in the perfect temperature so they could, his food would digest. And so, he was just part of me, from the beginning. And as things progressed and more clutches came and more pairs came, and I was finding myself doing the same thing with the other birds. And obviously you're going to form an attachment to something as cute as these guys. People pick on me all the time. They're like, I don't know why you think that little naked baby's cute. That thing is ugly. It doesn't even have any feathers. But they're so beautiful to me, from the beginning. They melt my heart. And so I would sit around with one baby and then two babies and then four babies, and I would feed them, and then we would have our time on the couch where I would watch, shows or eat dinner, and then, the whole time they're in my bra. So it came to a point where, the babies were going to go up for adoption, and I had to overcome the heartache that comes with giving a piece of yourself away, you know? Because honestly, that's what it felt like, you know? I thought I was in this, and I didn't really know why I was doing what I was doing. I just knew that I loved doing it. So, you know, so when it came time to give the first baby away, oh, oh, that was hard. That was hard. And that was something that I had to overcome, and I have overcome that. And one of the biggest things that's allowed me to do that is so many of the stories that I get from you guys on the feedback of, you know, how these birds affect your everyday life, you know, and how therapeutic they are for y'all. And, you know, they can help with so many things, whether it be loneliness or depression or just you name it. You know, you just come home and you pick up your bird and you kiss its little beak off and you stick it up there on your shoulder, and it's an experience that only someone that loves kissing birds would be able to understand. But anyhow, so, you know, I was able to tell myself that I'm really, you know, I'm doing something. So yes, it feels like I'm giving a part of myself away, and I am. You know, I am. I'm investing myself into each one of these babies as if I were to keep this chick, you know, this chick with me, and then I'm having to part with it. So as a breeder, my heart goes out to other breeders because, you know, it's something that you go through that, I mean, you you have to do it to know, you know, what that feels like. But then there came some points where some of the babies weren't making it, you know, and that was really tough, you know, because if I had it my way, I would have taken them straight out of the box, right out of the egg. I think I did, with a final baby that hatched of a clutch. All the babies passed away, and then the last baby hatched, and this was one of my pair's first clutches. So the babies were very small, the eggs were very small, and I hand fed this baby from hatch day, and I named her Gracie. For those of you that follow me, that was little Gracie Bean. And she lived to be, I think I'm going to say it was like 12 or 13 days old. And at 12 and 13 days old, she, honest to goodness, still looked like she had just hatched out of the egg. I mean, the only thing that grew were her feet and her beak. I wasn't even sure how that was possible, but her feet got bigger, her beak got bigger, and that was it. The rest of her was like itty bitty bitty. She was my little Gracie Bean. And when I lost her, after investing so much, oh man, you know, again, that was another hurdle that I had to go through. And the last baby I lost, I won't go into details, but, you know, it was a pretty traumatic experience. The bird was sick, and just the way the bird passed away in my hands, it was tough. And I told myself at that point, I said, you know, I really don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing this. I thought that I could. I thought I was strong enough, you know, but literally I was almost convinced that I was going to have to stop. I mean, honestly, as ridiculous as it sounds, I'm the type of person, you know, if I hit a frog with a lawnmower, I'm going to cry about it, right? Like, it's just ridiculous. But my heart goes out to these animals so much. And then I had someone come to me from the past that had purchased a bird and explained the life-changing difference, once again, that this bird had made in their lives. And it was just even more confirmation that I was doing the right thing, you know. And to me, it felt like a price I was willing to pay. The heartache, the tears, the loss is something that I'm willing to go through because I know what a difference it can make in people's lives. And I just wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. You know, I'm not unfamiliar to birds. I've been around them my whole life. However, this is my very first time ever buying birds, breeding birds, raising birds, going through it all. And I'm not sorry for it. You know, I am blessed beyond measure. I have met so many people throughout this 1 year journey. I've made new friends, you know, actual friends. And I mean, it's been an incredible experience. So, again, I just want to say thank you, because none of this would be possible without you guys and without your support and all of your comments and all of your engagements that are encouraging to me, you know, to keep going and to keep doing what I'm doing. So I want to say thank you, because as a breeder, we need that encouragement, because there are so many times that, you know, there are all of these little heartbreaks that come along. But I want you to know that I think it's worth it. You know, that's the sacrifice I'm willing to pay, because I want you to have that friend. You know, I want you to have that family member. I want you to be able to overcome depression or anxiety or loneliness, and to think that I can even have just a little bit of a part of that for somebody else. How could you not, you know? So, you guys are the best. And I'm going to continue doing what I do. And I hope to get better as I go. And I'm excited because you guys, I feel like we're learning a lot together. So thank you. Y'all have to forgive me for Cooper in the background. FYI, she is 4 months today and got her first puppy cut. So cute, so cute. But again, that's a dog and we won't talk about that. But anyway, guys, y'all be blessed. I can't wait to share more with you. And if you have any questions, no question is too silly, you know. And if you just want to say hi, or you want to share your baby's pictures or your success stories or your heartaches, whatever it is, please feel free to post these things and to share with our flock, our tribe, because it's important that we can be there for one another and make a difference in each other's lives. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, all right? Y'all be blessed. Bird nerd, like you don't already know that. Till next time.